The cosmos is not merely a theater of orbiting spheres and dead gas, but a vast, terrifyingly sensitive manuscript of arcane intent. And in An Arcane Study of Stars, Sidney J. Shields delivers an intellectually luminous, emotionally devastating, and structurally complex masterpiece that bridges the gap between hard fantasy research and cosmic horror. This isn't a story of casual discovery. It is a rapid-fire, deeply intense plunge into the logistical nightmare of documenting a universe that actively resists being understood. The perilous collision between a scholar's obsession with the celestial truth and the absolute, unchecked malice of entities that dwell in the spaces between constellations. And the terrifying truth that when you study the stars, they don't just shine back, they begin to study you. Shields hooks the audience instantly by constructing a high-stakes, hyper-focused trap. A lone researcher, isolated in a remote, reality-dampened observatory, discovers a pattern in the stellar drift that reveals the galaxy is not expanding, but being meticulously, lethally folded by an unseen intelligence. The narrative center zeroes in on the scholar's methodical, high-pressure descent into the arcane study, a state of hyper-rational, magic-infused observation that forces them to parse the fundamental reality-rewriting intent of the stars. As they traverse the library's dusty, memory-soaked stacks and the dangerously shifting, star-drenched parapets of their observatory, they realize that their findings are not just academic. They are a beacon that is drawing the attention of the void readers, entities that hunt those who dare to decipher the celestial script. The investigation into the origin of the folding pattern quickly escalates into a dangerous, high-stakes tactical chess match as they discover that their own university has been covertly funded by the very entities they are documenting. Forced to juggle the logistical nightmare of managing a rapidly decaying, reality-bending research project, the constant, suffocating threat of archival erasure, and the mounting, undeniable encounter with the cost of their own burgeoning insight, they must synthesize a new way of existing, one built on tactical linguistics, radical, improvised celestial navigation, and an unyielding, purely human refusal to let the truth be redacted by the void's relentless, physics-enforcing machinery. Shields' writing style is unapologetically academic, machine gun fast, and saturated with an intense, authentic blend of arcane scientific jargon, sharp, cynical intellectual wit, and high-stakes environmental dread. She builds exceptional structural tension by pairing the mundane, aching routines of discovery, cross-referencing stellar charts, deciphering forbidden star-aligned texts, and enduring the quiet, crushing weight of constant, vigilant isolation, with the chaotic, nightmare-filled assaults of the star-reading entities. The story moves forward with a relentless, momentum-driven energy, turning routine analytical groups, calculated maneuvers through the observatory's secret steam-filled basements, and tense, high-stakes standoffs with lethal, logic-warping spirits into pulse-pounding steps closer to an inevitable, reality-defining confrontation. The presentation thrives on this sharp, analytical focus, making every discovered anomaly, every executed reality stabilization command, and every deep-seated fear confronted feel like a high-stakes victory for the human spirit. What makes An Arcane Study of Stars an exceptional entry in the modern cosmic fantasy canon is Shields' unparalleled ability to develop a highly compelling, logic-driven scholar whose cognitive discipline is treated as a supreme navigational asset, rather than a tragic, fading memory. Watch as they transform their experience with obscure, star-bound data into a compass, learning to navigate the chaotic heavens to outmaneuver an entity that operates with absolute, terrifying precision. As the structural walls of their reality begin to collapse and the true scope of the study danger is exposed, the pacing transforms into a breathless, heart-pounding race to maintain the shred of truth they carry before their consciousness is permanently unstitched by the galaxy's relentless, physics-enforcing machinery. The final act is an absolute masterclass in suspense, delivering a barrage of explosive realizations, shattered paradigms, and a spectacular, jaw-dropping climax that completely leaves the reader thoroughly stunned. For fans of thrillers demanding a brilliant, character-driven, and masterfully paced exploration of physics and arcane imperialism, this book delivers an unforgettable shockwave.